Ben, thank you so much for having a chat with us again. Very much appreciated. Congratulations.
Thank you.
An absolutely stunning movie.
Thank you.
I saw it last night, and there was people there that had even seen the screening the day before and the day before in
Wow.
Ireland. So they'd come back to see
lovely.
it 3 times.
Great.
Which is quite an incredible thing. In terms of you, like the first time you saw it, because obviously you weren't aware of everything that was coming together, what was it like?
I personally saw it for the first time in its entirety only last week in LA, and it was a really wonderful experience.
Because a lot of the people that I was actually been talking to said that it stayed with them after, and it almost like became part of their dreams even that night in some ways as well.
I'm not surprised.
So were you a week on still kind of feeling those feelings like, oh my God?
For me, it's a very different experience. And I enjoyed putting the component parts of Bagheera together, which involve Rudyard Kipling himself, Rudyard Kipling's relationship with his own son, Rudyard Kipling's fascination with the military, his ideal of how you bring man-child into manhood, and of course his link with regarding orphans and the plight of the orphan and the struggle of the orphan.
Maybe I can be of help. The boy's right. Maybe it's time he found another people.
No.
I'm the one who brought him to you, and now I'll return him to where he belongs.
I won't let you. He's my cub.
We knew this day would come.
We are the only family he's ever known.
Raksha. It's the only place he'll be safe.
It's okay, Ami. It won't go far. I'll come back and visit.
You mentioned the military aspect there,
Yeah.
which obviously was a huge thing. I'm guessing in terms of you personifying Bagheera, it must have been early on something you went, oh yeah, that's the way I want him to be perceived.
I did want him to be perceived as a Colonel Bagheera, and I did mention to John that he was probably, given that it was written during the time of the Raj, British Raj, that he was probably a British commander in the Indian Army. That is to say, you'd have an English officer in charge of or overseeing possibly Gurkhas or Sikhs or Indian soldiers. So you have that wonderful cross-cultural dynamic as well.
And finally, to know all about panthers, you have to learn about panthers. Do you know anything about panthers?
I worked with one. I worked with a panther.
Oh, really?
In a film I made a few years ago, and he was on a leash, and I knew that if he moved too quickly, he'd probably pull my arm out of its socket. He was solid muscle and a beautiful creature.
Well, I have a quick 5 true or false questions I'm going to fire at you to see how much you do actually know about panthers. Panthers are pregnant for only 3 months.
Nonsense.
Nonsense. That is true, actually. A panther in North Korea was trained to say the word marzipan.
Marzipan.
That's false. Panthers have the same markings as their leopard and jaguar peers. You just can't see them.
That's true.
That is true. You got one right. Panthers have a lifespan of 64 years in captivity and 45 years not in captivity.
Well, is that so?
That's false.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Panthers have 32 teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot the game. Okay.
I'll give you 5 out of 5.
Thank
Just
you.
for being you and for your performance in the movie. It was absolutely amazing. Ben, thank you so much.
Thank you. Great to see you again.